Welcome to Mora F series. What it is? Easy wrap top. Very easy how to do it. You can put this top on your skirt or your trouser jeans, whatever, you can put it on it. If you want to sew something very fast, this is the easy way to make a top. I'm going to teach you how to take the measurement, because when it comes to sewing, if you get your measurement wrong, your sewing is going to be wrong. So I'm going to teach you how to take the measurement of it. So if you know how to take the measurement, you can sew this one to anybody, an elderly person or a kid, any age. Just have to know the measurement. Knowing the measurement is very important. So I'm going to take you through how to take the measurement and how to cut it and how to sew it. What is needed? Everything. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, like and share and comment. Click on notification bell so you won't miss any of my video. So let's get started. You're gonna start from the center back of that person. If it is a kid or an elderly person, start from center back and you measure to where you want the sleeve to fall. Ask the client where you want the sleeve to fall. Where you want your sleeve to fall, you measure it to that measurement. And also the length of it, and the waist. So these are the three measurements you need. When you know this measurement, you can sew this wrap top for anybody, elderly or kids, whoever. You can sew this one too. So you're gonna fold the fabric into two, just like this. This part will save you the length of it. This part is the length. And when you fold it back like this, this is where you're gonna use. Remember, we measure from the center back of your back here, and you add your sewing allowance to the sleeve. That's the center back. It's like making a full circle. So you come to the waist side. This is the waist side. You divide your waist into four. Whatever you get, you're gonna add 2.5 inches, or an elder person add 3 or 4 inches, or even 5 inches if you want, for an elder person. Come to the sleeve side. That's the sleeve side. You mark 5 as a kid. As an elderly person, you mark like 7, 8, 9. Then you make your curve. Let's go to the next side. As a kid, you mark, because we are going to mark the front and the back all together, I mark 2 inches in all. Just go around it. And if you have the kid with you, let the kid put his head on it, or some kids have a big head. And if you're an elderly person, you just have to mark 3 inches. After that, you put your head inside. If your head is not fixed in, then you have to remove it and trim a little bit, because this has no zip. So we don't want the neck to be very big as well. So make sure the neck take the circumference of your head. So this is how it's going to be. You can see that we have the front and the back. They have the same curve. We just have to, you can leave it this way, or you can make some small shape at the front for you to know that this is the front. So I'm going to fold it this way. Have you seen the way I'm folding it? Yep. Then any part, either the right side or the left side, just have to trim like a half an inch, make it a V-neck. You can trim 1 inch to make a V-neck at that part. Something V a little bit. So that place, you can see there will be a difference between the front and the back. For the neck, if you have bias, you can use bias to pop the neck. or you can cut this fabric, same fabric, and make your own bias, or you can do this way, the way that I'm going to do it right now. So it's three things that you can do with the neck. If you have a bias, you can make pop the neck with your bias, or you can make your own bias with the fabric, or you do it this way. Like I was saying, from the measurement, when you are measuring from the center back, ask your client the way you want the hand to fall, the sleeve to fall. Alright, the sleeve to fall. So when you're done like this, you just have to cut it out. Before cutting the second part, make sure you fix your head in to see that if your head can enter inside. You can leave it this way, or you can make your shape out of it. You can decide to go 2 inch around, or 2.5, or 1.5 inch around it. So it's going to be something like this to the wrong side. So this is the birth. You need the birth. I measure 2 inches. A kid, you can measure like 1.5 inches, but it depends how you want your band to be. This is the front band, this is the front one, and the length you can make it 50 inches or 55 inches. This is the back. This one's supposed to go to the back, the top, the back. So I make this is 4.5, and I fold it into 2. You can make it 5 inches and fold it into 2. The length 50 or 55 or 60, it depends how long you want it to be. So let's come to the sewing part. Like I said, if you have bias, you can use it to pop your neck. But because of little V that we did, you can have some little bit of challenge over there. So you have to take a note on that place. So you just have to go around it, or don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and comment. Click on the notification bell so anytime I post a new video, you will be updated. You have to pop it. Make sure you don't cut through the thread. After that, you flip everything to the wrong side, then you give it an iron. The reason why we pop, for you to get a nice neat little curve, so that there won't be no bumping at the next side. So after ironing, you can see how beautiful it has turned out to. You've seen the curve. Then you just have to sew around it, top stitch it again. So we're going to start from the waist. If you have bias, you can use your bias to do it. But I'm going to use the same fabric. You fold, and fold again, you sew on top. It's the easier way you have to do it. You can fold and you sew on top throughout. It will pass through the sleeve and go back at the waist back, and come again and fold again and do it. If you have bias, you can use your bias to come on the right side of fabric, then you sew, then you flip it back the wrong side and you top stitch it. For here, I'm not using bias, I'm using the same fabric. So you're going to start from the waist, then you fold and a half in, then you sew on top. You can see how beautiful it has turned out to be. You're going to do the same thing to the other side. So you just have to come to the waist, you make a notch to get your center. You take your bird, you fold into two, then you get your center as well. Then you put the right side of the bird to the wrong side of the fabric. I say right side of the bird to the wrong side of the fabric. So now we are sewing on the wrong side on the bird. Join them together, then you flip it back to the right side of the fabric. So just have to fold it like the way I'm folding it right now. Fold it like this. This one has to come to the front. We are working on the front fabric. We are at the front. Because when you're tightening up this, have to tie it at your back. You're gonna tie this one at your back. So the big one supposed to come at the back. So then you tighten it up to come in front of you, if you know what I mean. So this is the back. You fold into two, you get your center, you can notch. The same way we did at the front. You always have to sew it on the wrong side of the fabric, then you flip it back at the right side of the fabric. Then you fold it like this. Then you top stitch. As you be going, you'll be folding half each at the bottom, half each at the top. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, and comment. Click the notification bell anytime I post a new video. It's what I series, what it is. We're done. Thank you for watching. I will appreciate your time. Try your hands on it. This is how it's going to be, as you can see.